Chosen one, you're moving into a new house. God is making things very easy for you. There are times in life when the weight of everything starts to go away, not because things have changed in a magical way, but because God has quietly said that it is time. And when that divine time comes, doors open without effort, and what used to be hard work becomes easy. You are now in that moment. The winds have shifted. The place you've always wanted to live, the shelter you've always wanted to have, and the air you've always wanted to breathe in are all on the way and are now being finished. In this scene, someone is writing your name on a new address, and this address brings peace, abundance, beauty, and growth. Music, you're not moving just to change where you are moving into a new level of ease that only God could plan. Everything you've been through so far has prepared you for this change, and now, what seemed to take a long time will be delivered quickly and gently. Chosen one, as you listen to this message, let your heart be fully involved. Watch this video all the way through. Leave your best wishes in the comments, and write Amen in the number 99. Heart 2. This simple act of expression opens up something powerful, not just in your surroundings, but also in the spiritual atmosphere that is getting ready to bring your new home to you with ease. Chosen one, please like this video if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. You are being taken to the next chapter without any trouble. In this move, there are no battles waiting for you, just confirmations. God is not going to make you beg, borrow, and break to get the bare minimum like he did in the past. This time, you will be led to music. Yes, the change will happen in a way that doesn't even need you to work as hard as you usually do. Not because you're weak, but because you've already paid the price. The work has been written down. Your prayers have made it to the throne, and now the holy plan has been made behind the scenes. You aren't just getting a house. You're getting a safe place to live. You're not just getting keys. You're getting spiritual power over the place where your soul will finally be able to breathe freely. Heart 3. God knows how tired you are, not only in your body, but also in your spirit. Music, you've been strong for too long, and you stayed true to your faith, even when there was no proof that it was working. That alone set something off. That alone went beyond the veil and touched the divine. You didn't fall apart. You didn't stop. You might have been quiet, but your spirit never stopped hoping. And now that holy hope is being rewarded with a miracle that takes you from just getting by to peace. You're about to find out what it's like to walk through a threshold made just for you. Every wall, floor, you, and breeze will tell you to be at peace. You can do more than just live in this new home. It's for raising, restoring, and seeing God. People won't understand how you got it so easily. They won't be able to find the paperwork that makes sense or follow the trail. That's how you can tell it's God. That's how you'll know you were chosen this time for ease. Not because you stayed away from the storms, but because you went through them and didn't lose your light. You did well on the test. You held the line. And now you're getting location instead of more lessons. You're not getting more resistance. You're being welcomed into rest. Every detail is being handled. A holy hand is getting everything ready, from the space to the timing, from the money to the emotional alignment. Heart 4. You will have to walk into it. The old address doesn't fit who you are anymore. You grew out of it without saying anything, and now your life is getting better in a big way. Things will start to go wrong at your current place, so don't be surprised. That's not a punishment. It's music to get ready. God is moving you music not to leave you homeless, but to make sure you don't stay comfortable in what was only meant to be temporary. You stayed longer than you should have, but grace kept you. Music, now you are being moved by favor. You will notice a change in the air. In your dreams, you will hear whispers of moving. Music, you'll see signs all around you, like doors closing, relationships ending, and even anger building where peace used to be. That all means that the move is coming up soon. You're being pulled, not pushed. You will wonder why it took so long to make the move, because it will feel so natural and right when you get to the place that is ready for you. The first thing you will music feel is an exhale, not just in a physical way, but also in a spiritual way. God isn't just giving you a new home. He is taking you to a new level of flow where you can pay your bills easily, get your energy back, music, have ideas flow freely, and start your day in peace and end it with thanks. This isn't a dream. This is a fact from God that is happening right now. You will notice that even the people you meet in your new place are different. They're calmer, wiser, and more in tune with your spirit. You won't have to make yourself smaller to fit in. You don't have to pretend that everything is fine. You will be surrounded by ease, because that's the new spiritual environment you're supposed to live in. Fifth section. Your default is no longer the chaos. The struggle is not your story anymore. had heard you every time you prayed for a breakthrough. But sometimes the wait wasn't a refusal, it was a change. If you had moved sooner, you would have brought your old problems with you to new places, but now your burdens are lighter, your head is clearer, you have good intentions. Because of this, the new home will be more than just a place. It will be a place to take off, a place where thoughts come to life, music where peace guards your goal, where you can clearly hear the whispers of God, where money flows more easily because your soul isn't heavy. This is why God waited until now. This is why things seemed stuck before. You weren't being punished. You were being put in the right place for your next music season. If you chase listings or force approvals, you won't find this home. It will come to you out of the blue, like in a conversation, a message, or divine orchestration. And when it comes, you won't have to convince anyone that you deserve it. It will be clear that this was always yours. When you walk through the doors, you'll feel like you've been there before. You will see your future in the space. You will feel like heaven is smiling down on you when you realize that the scene of struggle is over, the work for peace is done. You've walked into the promise. You'll see the signs of prophecy all around you, the light, the music, the calm, and the divine geometry of the space itself. It was made with you in mind by God. God gave it miracles. God sealed it up easily. You won't cry about the move. You'll cry during the move, tears that weren't sad, but happy, that God did not forget about you, that people heard your cries in the old room, that the nights you begged for a change weren't for nothing. They were counted. They were kept in the holy registry of faithfulness. Part 6. And now the answer. Music is coming right away. The answer is right outside your door. You are not just moving, you are changing realities. The part of you that had to fight for everything music is going away. The part of you that always had to fight to be heard and held is being honored with rest. You're walking into something that has already been decided. You are coming into a home that has already been paid for in spirit. This is just the start. The new house is a sign of what's to come. It's the door to music. It's the proof. There is more to come. Money is coming. There are chances coming up. There is healing on the way. But first, this space had to be made. This time, God didn't just want you to live. He wanted you to do well. He didn't just want you to leave the old. He wanted you to be new again. The place is prophetic. It fits with your new flow, frequency, and higher energy. You won't have to start over again. You'll keep going higher. You won't have to start over from scratch. You will grow. What is coming is not going to be a problem. It's heavenly. You're not just moving to a new place. You're changing sizes. Something old inside you is waking up right now. A promise that was made before time began is now coming true in real time. The home God is giving you is a sign of that promise. It has a frequency that your soul has known for a long time. Even before your feet music crossed the threshold, you didn't just find this house. This is a home that music found you. A home made by God for a specific purpose. Everything about the music, from the colors on the walls to the light coming in through the windows, is in sync with your calling. Part 7. It will help you be more creative, protect your healing, and make things clearer. You won't just sleep here. You will get up, and as you rise, you'll see that this ease isn't a reward for being perfect. Music, it's because you didn't give up. Sometimes you had to settle for less to stay alive. You got used to tight spaces, heavy atmospheres, and things that didn't fit together, but your spirit never agreed. You knew you were meant for more. You knew deep down that there was a place where you could breathe, grow, and be whole. God is now bringing that place into your life, not because you begged for it, but because you were made for it. You never let anger win. You never let the world put out your light, and now your obedience is opening up crazy amounts of overflow. This house will be the end of wandering and the start of full alignment. You might not have packed your bags yet, but your soul knows the move is happening. Your wants, your schedule, and your sleep are all changing. You have noticed that you are not connected to your current surroundings. That's not being confused. It's proof. God is letting go of the old to get your spirit ready for the new. And when it happens, you won't think twice. You won't music doubt it. You will feel a godly confidence grow inside you. It won't seem like a risk. It will feel like going back to a place you've never been but have always known. You'll know what to look for. The music will make you feel calm. You'll see that everything is going smoothly. There won't be any blockages, resistance, or alarms going off inside. That's what God gives you when you feel at ease. And when you open the door for the first time, everything inside of you will come down, not because people think the house is perfect, but because it is perfect for what you need it for. Part 8. It might not look like what other people thought it would, but it will look like freedom to you. It will feel like a hug on every wall. You will feel like you're making progress with every step inside. It will be a place where your thoughts become clearer, your breath becomes deeper, and your prayers become stronger. Your past will not weigh down this home. It will show how beautiful you are becoming. Its foundation won't show any signs of trauma. It will only have new beginnings, answered prayers, and holy ease. What's amazing is that this move won't cost you as much as you think it should. Music won't cost you too much money. It won't make you feel bad. God is in charge of every change that needs to happen with money. People and systems will start to work together for your benefit. Race will help you with conversations, paperwork, music contracts, and getting things done. You'll be shocked by the favor. I can't believe how quickly it happens. You were shocked at how little you had to push for it. That's how you'll find out. This didn't happen because of hard work. It happened because of heaven. The Lord is paying for your move. He's doing what your strength can't. This move isn't about looking good. It's about being in the right place. And when you're in the right place, music, everything else will come together. You won't cry anymore about what you didn't have before. Music, you'll be happy when you walk into this. The weight of having to constantly adapt to not having enough is being lifted. You won't have to keep explaining your worth to people who didn't see it. The new home has an atmosphere that tells you how valuable you are without you having to say anything. It's made for someone special, someone who is sensitive to energy and spiritually in tune. That's why you had to leave. It was suffocating your soul. That's why God had to break up what was once normal. He had to take away the music you knew but didn't like in order to give you something new and divine. You are now being wrapped in a new frequency that brings healing, freedom, and reward. At first, it will seem like a dream. You'll walk from room to room and remember what you went through. You'll look out the windows and remember the prayers you said quietly. When you touch the walls, you'll remember that God kept all of his promises, even the ones you forgot you made. You'll start to understand that this home isn't just for you. It's for the you of the future, the one who doesn't let the past follow them around like a shadow, the person who wakes up without the weight, the person who makes things without limits. This house is for your growth. It's for your music use. It's to keep you safe. It's for your own good. How you decorate it will show how you've changed on the inside. Heart 9. And even the quiet in the room will be full of thanks. Don't think too much about how it will happen. Don't try to control the way it works. Simply be available. Keep your spirit open. Keep your trust music going. The moment will come out of nowhere. You'll be doing something normal, like scrolling, driving, or talking about music, and the confirmation will show up, and when it does, you'll be aware. You won't need to ask for 10 signs. The peace will be enough by itself. You will definitely feel the excitement in your soul when you hear music. You will smile for no reason. You will feel the release in your chest, and that will be your answer. It's time. God has made the way clear. Music, what was once late, is now on time. The dress that was once in heaven's queue is now being changed to your name. Your divine music, he says, come. This will be more than just a move. This will be a brief time, a holy way to live that shows how much you value yourself as a person, a step into a place that helps your soul grow, a chapter in which you don't just survive, but thrive. Your relationships, finances, health, and peace will all get better because of this home, because when God gives a home, he gives more than just walls and a roof. He brings healing, clarity, and assurance. You will be sure that this is not music luck. This is not a coincidence. This is the right time for God to act. And once you get used to this new place, something powerful will start to happen inside you, a peace and stillness you've never felt before, not the kind of quiet that feels like nothing, but the kind that feels like everything is done. You won't want to run anymore. You won't feel like you're falling behind anymore. Everything will start to move in time with a divine rhythm. Instead of panic, mornings will greet you with peace. Nights will hug you like a hug. And in the music, your life will grow, not in a mess, but in clear. This new house isn't just a place. It's a sign from God that your life has changed to a new frequency. The atmosphere will be right for your anointing. The air will feel like it's in sync. And your soul will finally say, I belong. Music here. You'll start to dream in new ways. With more faith and less fear, you will get back ideas that you thought were too heavy to carry. You will pick up music projects that you had to put off because you were too busy trying to stay alive. And now, in this safe and quiet place, those dreams will speak again. This house isn't just for sleeping. That's where you wake up again. Not only will you want to live, but you'll also want to make things. Your skills will grow. Your gifts will be awakened. You'll plan, art, and build again. Not because you have to, but because peace has come back. And where there is peace, creativity grows. This is what God has been getting ready for all along. Not just music, a house, but a sacred space where your purpose can breathe. And you'll see how different your energy is when you wake up. The stress in your shoulders is gone. The mess in my head was gone. The music cleared away the spiritual fog. You'll stop reacting to problems and start living in harmony with God's gifts. And in that new rhythm, your ability to tell right from wrong will get better. You'll start to know what music fits and what doesn't. You'll protect your peace with strength that doesn't back down. You'll respect your energy. You'll honor your space. This new home will be sacred not only because of what it has, but also because of what it doesn't have. God is not just making things easier for you. He is keeping everything that drains you from getting in. That includes people who are bad for you, things that set you off, and things that are no longer helping you on your journey. Part 10. Heaven made a choice for you, and now what you thought was out of reach is in your hands. And when heaven makes a decision, there is no opposition strong enough to change it. You'll see how easy it is to get everything you ever wanted now. You were never turned down because of the delays. They were a gift from God. You might have brought your trauma into this blessing if you had gotten it too soon, but now you're strong enough to deal with it, grounded enough to protect it, and thankful enough to grow in it. This house won't be a problem. It will be a music blessing that keeps on giving. It will help you in all areas of your life, spiritually, emotionally, creatively, and financially. God has made sure that this area of music is good for growing things. And yes, it might not look like what you thought it would. It might be in a place you never thought of. But once you go inside, everything will make sense. It's not just the floors and walls. It's all about the flow. As you walk through the rooms, you'll feel the evidence of divine design. You'll see how the light hits just right, how the quiet keeps you, how the air feels lighter. That wasn't an accident. That's orchestration. You will know in your heart that this wasn't just a good chance. It was God's choice. And every detail will confirm that you were chosen to make this moment easier in music. You will no longer try to get what flows. You won't have to chase after what is rightfully yours anymore. And other people will start to wonder how it all happened so quickly. They'll be curious about how you were able to move, improve, and find peace all at once. And you'll smile because you know it wasn't real. It wasn't real. God did something for you. God let people in. God made their hearts softer. God took care of the problems. You won't be bitter about the old place because you'll be too busy blessing the new one. You can let go of the past without needing revenge or closure. Your growth will be your answer. Your answer will be your rise. And this time, your whines will be loud because your trip was so quiet before. The house will say what you never had the chance to say out loud. This is also where you will finally start to build what you were born to build, not to stay alive, but to leave a legacy. You'll be able to see your plans clearly. Your steps will be more planned out. You won't act out of need anymore, music, but out of revelation because heaven now lives in you. You will be reminded in every room that you are not forgotten, that your prayers were not in vain, and that your quiet determination was noticed. This house will show God's invisible favor in a real way. Every time you open the door, you'll feel it. When you sit in silence and think, I'm no longer fighting for space. I've been given space to grow. You'll feel it. And if you're not sure what to do right now, it's easy. Keep your hopes up. Don't ruin the blessing by wondering when it will happen. Don't hold up the delivery by saying you don't believe it. Make sure your environment is clean. Treat your peace like the movers are already on their way, because they are. The change has already started. Things may seem unclear right now, but that's just because the old chapter is ending and the new one is still being written. Stay calm, stay in line. Be thankful. You are not being ignored. You are being placed. What you're getting into is not normal and doesn't make sense on earth. This is favor at work. This is grace in action. God made this miracle, approved it with music, and sent it out. The beauty of what's to come will help you learn from the pain you've been through. You'll see why some things didn't go as planned. You'll be glad you got turned down. Music, you'll see how each delay kept you from changing your fate. You'll remember how you used to cry for change, music, and now you're living in the answer. This isn't just about property. Music, this is about fixing things. This is about being planted in a place where your roots can grow deep and your branches can spread out. A place that respects your process and makes room for your promise. The house God is giving you is a place of prophecy. And when you music get into it, everything in your life will start to show how relaxed you are in that space. You will start to see how much weight you were carrying before as time goes by in this new space. Music, the way your body relaxes, the way your mind feels free, and the way you don't have to think too hard about simple things. That's what divine ease is like. It's not very loud. It's not showy. It's soft and can't be denied. You can feel it when the sun hits your skin in the morning, It's when you don't feel anxious that you can sleep at night. You'll start to see that you weren't just looking for a place to stay. You were looking for alignment. And now that alignment has come, you don't have to act like everything is fine anymore. You are okay because God made it that way. There will be times when you walk around your house and cry without making a sound, not because you're hurting, but because you're amazed. You will remember the times when you weren't sure if it would happen. You remember those nights when you prayed for music stability, beauty, and a breakthrough while you were in a temporary room, and now you're living in what you used to dream about. You'll begin to see the whole picture, not just what God has done, but also who you've become through music, stronger, softer, more aware, and more connected. You will see that this house is more than just a gift. It's a mirror that shows the changes you made to yourself quietly. Music when no one was looking. It will change the way you move. You'll no longer act out of desperation. You will act according to what God tells you to do. Stop rushing. Stop reaching. Music, you should wait until it feels right. You will move when there's peace. You will only talk when your spirit is calm, because you will understand that life doesn't have to be hard to be holy. God is showing you a better way, a higher way. And this new place is where you learn how to be at ease. You are learning what it's like to live without being in survival mode and always thinking about how to get through the next storm. Now you're learning how to relax in the blessings you were afraid would never come. And this gift of a home is not just for you. It's for people who are a part of your journey. You are being moved so that others can find their way through what you have said. People will be able to tell a lot about you from your life, your space, and your atmosphere. They'll walk into your house and feel something change. They'll feel calm, but they won't know why. They'll feel inspired, but they won't know why. That's because the ease you feel from God will spread to everyone you host. You will be a vessel for peace and a light that shows others what can happen when God's timing is right. There will be signs of divine music excellence in your space, and that energy will stay long after the guests have gone. Because of this, your relationships will change. The people who stay in your life will be in sync with your new energy. You won't want to be around chaos anymore. You won't put up with being confused. You'll start to draw in people who are peaceful. Talks will feel cleaner. Relationships will feel stronger. The house will act as a filter. Music, anything that doesn't fit with your new level, will naturally fade away. Not through fighting, but through understanding. You'll just know what doesn't fit anymore. You won't want to listen to music that makes you feel bad anymore because you're too grounded in grace to play with anything that takes away your peace. The way you manage your time will change too. Every day, the house will remind you that you don't have to prove anything anymore. You'll have room for happiness, quiet, and thinking. You will spend time in rooms just to breathe, just to sit, and just to feel. That kind of quiet music will heal you in ways you didn't know you needed. And as your nervous system calms down, your spirit will open up. You'll be able to hear God better, not in thunder, but in the soft music of peace. That little voice will be your guide, and in that space of music, it will be easier to make choices. You will have more faith in yourself because you won't have to hear God's voice over other sounds. It will have space to echo inside of you. You will also see that money will start to come to you more easily, not because you're looking for it, but because you're in the right place at the right time. This house is where abundance knows to come. Your last space music was full of delay, denial, and spiritual warfare. But God has given this new space His blessing. You will see money come in when you least expect it, breakthroughs at the right time, and blessings that seem to come out of nowhere. But they're not random. They are reminders that God knows exactly where you are. He put you here not only to be comfortable, but also to make a promise. He said He would help, and now the delivery is on its way. Some people might think it's just a nice place, but you'll know it's something much deeper. It is sacred ground. There will be history in every room of your house, the kind that heaven remembers. It will be where you laugh hard again, where you can sleep without worry, where you feel safe even when you're by yourself, where you get your confidence back, where you write new chapters not as a victim but as someone who knows fully what they have inherited from God. This house is a place of resurrection, a place where you can prove yourself for the next level, and a safe place for everything you were meant to create. God is not doing this to show off music but to keep a promise, and what's even more powerful is that He's doing it through you, not because you knew everything, but because you had faith to keep going when things didn't make sense. You had every reason not to believe, but you did. You were nice even when it would have been easier to be mean, and now heaven is not only answering with favor, but also with a full move into ease. You'll look around and realize, I'm no longer asking for a miracle, I'm living in one. You'll open your windows and feel fresh air, not just in your lungs, but in your soul, this move will mark a line in your timeline. You'll refer to life in terms of before the new home and music after the new home. That's how significant it will be. It's not just shelter. It's a sacred shift, a soft landing after years of hard climbs. You didn't give up. You didn't turn cold. You remained open-hearted. And because of that, God didn't just prepare music the blessing. He preserved it. It didn't go to anyone else. It waited for you. It remained in storage untouched until your spirit was ready. And now the delivery is scheduled. Your name is on it. Your piece is attached to it. And once you enter that home, you realize that what God gives, He guards. And once you're living in this divine music space, you'll begin to realize just how much of your life was spent simply trying to survive. The contrast will be undeniable. Where there was once noise, now there is harmony. Where there was once pressure, now there is protection. And where there was once tension in every corner of your day, now you'll find softness, music, rhythm, and relief. The walls around you will seem to whisper, "Music, you made it." The floors will feel like they're holding your new story with reverence. Even the quiet of the night will feel different, not haunting, but healing. You will feel wrapped in a presence that doesn't ask you to perform or strive, because now your life is no longer about pushing uphill. It's about walking with grace on leveled ground. You'll begin to take deep breaths, the kind that don't end in a sigh. You'll stand in your kitchen or sit by your window and sense how much you've changed. Music, not because of the house, but because of everything it represents. This is a music space built by the journey. It reflects the integrity of your waiting, the sacredness music of your patience. You didn't skip any steps. You didn't cheat the process. You walked through every valley, climbed every hill, and still kept love in your heart. And now you're resting in the reward of that walk. God saw every sacrifice, every invisible act of faith. And this new home is proof that those sacrifices weren't ignored. They were recorded in heaven and answered in earth. Section 11. Music. This is why nothing about this move feels accidental. Everything aligns too perfectly. The keys come at the right moment. The timing unfolds without force. The paperwork flows with ease. Even the way you find this home carries a mystery, because it's not really finding music when it was always meant to be yours. It just had to arrive at the intersection of divine timing and your spiritual maturity. Now those two have met, and what once seemed so far out of reach is suddenly within your hands. Not because you figured it all out, but because you trusted God enough to let go of the struggle and follow peace instead. The life you're stepping into inside this home is not an upgrade in material things only. It's an elevation of your identity. You'll begin to see yourself music differently, not through the lens of past pain, but through the clarity of purpose. You'll dress differently, speak differently, even walk differently. Music not from arrogance, but from assurance. The weight you carried for so long is no longer shaking your posture. Now your soul stands tall, knowing that God did this, that no one can take credit, that nothing can undo what has already been ordained. You are not moving into someone else's blessing. You are walking into what had your name on it from the beginning.